ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming you all this afternoon to be with us for the launch of the Sgrr around India Railway Security and Safety Team. In view of the current pandemic, I would like you all to kindly keep your face masks worn during the program. There are hand sanitizer stations in place the designated areas. Please ensure social distancing is maintained. I would like all of you to be upstanding for the national anthem and remain upstanding hereafter on the applause.
ਕੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹਮਾਰੀ ਜਿਉ ਪਿੰਡ ਸਭ ਤੇਰਾ, ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਭ ਤੇਰੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ, ਕੋਈ ਨਾਮ ਨ ਜਾਣੈ ਮੇਰਾ। ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਅਰਦਾਸ ਇੱਕ ਓਂਕਾਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਇ ਵਾਰ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਦੀ ਦਸਵੀਂ ਪ੍ਰਥਮ ਭਗਤੀ ਸਿਮਰ ਕੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਲਈ ਧਿਆਏ, ਪਿੰਡ ਗਤਗੁਰ ਤੇ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਈ। ਅਰਜਨ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਨਾਮ ਸਿਮਰੋ, ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਰਾਇ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਧਿਆਈਆਂ, ਸਰਠੇ ਸਭ ਖਜਾਏ। ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਨਾਮ ਦਾਵੇ ਧਾਏ, ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਈ। ਦਸਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਈ। ਦਸਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹਾਂ ਕੀ ਜੋ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਦੀਦਾਰ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ। ਪੰਜਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਚੌਹਾਂ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਿਆਂ ਚਾਲੀ ਮੁਕਤਿਆਂ ਹੱਟੀਆਂ ਤਪੀਆਂ ਜਪੀਆਂ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ ਵੰਡ ਕੀ ਛਕਿਆ, ਦੇਖ ਚਲਾਈ ਤੇ ਗਵਾਹੀ ਦੇਖ ਕੜਟ ਕੀਤਾ। ਤਿਨਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਸਚਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਨ ਨੀਵਾਂ, ਮਤ ਉੱਚੀ, ਮਤ ਦਾ ਰੱਖਾ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਇਹ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੰਥ ਦੇ ਸਦਾ ਸਹਾਈ ਦਾਤਾਰ ਜੀਓ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਨਨਕਾਣਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਅਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ ਗੁਰਧਾਮਾਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਪੰਥ ਨੂੰ ਵਿਛੋੜਿਆ ਗਿਆ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਖੁੱਲੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਰਾਗ ਅਤੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਸੰਭਾਲ ਦਾ ਦਾਨ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ। ਨਿਮਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਣ, ਨੀ ਤਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਤਾਣ, ਨਿਓਟਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਓਟ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਅੰਤਰਜਾਮੀ, ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਜੋੜੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਰਹਿਮਤ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ, ਆਪਣੇ ਸੇਵਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭਲੇ ਉਦਮ ਅਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਰਣਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀਓ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਦਰ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਤਵਾਨ SGR ਸੇਫਟੀ ਐਂਡ ਸਿਕਿਉਰਿਟੀ ਲਾਂਚ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੈ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨੀ, ਸਮੂਹ ਟੀਮ ਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਮਿਹਰ ਭਰਿਆ ਹੱਥ ਰੱਖਣਾ, ਸਦਾ ਅੰਗ ਸੰਗੇ ਅਵੰਗਮ ਬੁੱਤੇ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਦਾਤਾਂ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਅੰਗ ਸੰਗ ਹੋ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਹਾਇਤਾ ਕਰਨੀ। ਲਿਖੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਖਲੋ ਕਰਕੇ ਸੰਪੂਰਨ ਕਰਾਉਣੀਆਂ। ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨੀ, ਸਮੂਹ ਟੀਮ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਤਮ ਉਪਰਾਲੇ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਬਖਸ਼ਦੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ। ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਟੀਮ ਲਾਂਚ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਆਗਿਆ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰੋ। ਸਹੀ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਮਿਲਣੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਤਾਵੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ, ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਸੁਭਾਗ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
I'd like to thank Jenny and Sgrr for the address. We have a recitation of the Guru Mantra, the first verse of our Holy Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. This is a projection, and this was performed by the Sri Guru Ramgarhia Railway Group of School Children. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to see such a large gathering here this afternoon. We would like to recognize the presence of the Vice Chairman of the Sikh Council of Kenya, Mr. Ravinder Singh Devgan, the Secretary, Sikh Council of Kenya, Mr. Ravinder Singh, the Secretary, East African Ramgiriya Board, Mr. Manminder Singh Jandu, the Secretary, Sri Guru Singh Sabha, Mr. Rupinder Singh Nagi, the Chairman, Sikh Union Club, Mr. Ranjit Singh Virdi, the Vice Chairman, Sikh Union Club, Mr. Dayal Singh Tulsi, Mr. Ranjit Singh Main, member of the International Police Association, Mr. Indrajit Singh Teti, Chairman, Ramgiriya Youth Association, Mr. Himmat Singh Behi, Vice Chairman, Ramgiriya Youth Association, Mr. Parminder Singh Manku, member of IPO, Mrs. Darshan Kausemi, Vice Chairperson, Sikh Human Society. As I would like to mention our brothers from the East African Ramgiriya Board, Mr. Jaswinder Singh Reddy, who is not present today, Mr. Manminder Singh Jandu, and Mr. Indrajit Singh Teti, were bestowed with the Head of State Commendation by the President of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, in the last year's Jamhuri Day celebrations, and we congratulate them on this great honor, and we are proud of being Sikhs with them. The presence of Mr. Jared Ojok, Superintendent of Police, Dr. Vincent Kinas Makoha, Director, Chaplaincy Counseling and Social Support, Kenya Police, Mr. Shoaib Vayani, Chairman, Alliance Members Response Team, Mr. Zakir Pir Mohammed, Chairman, Aga Khan Risk Management Team, Mr. Inayat Qasim, National Director, International Law Enforcement Training Agency, Mr. Zahir Abbas, Chairman, Jeffries Community, Mr. Adam Miyaji, Chairman of Sambal, Parag Shah, Representative of ORC, Anwar Madiyar, Member of IPO, Patrick Vandera, Member of IPO, Karibu Ranji, Representative Karibu Rapid Response, Minaz Parmar, Member of the Khan Risk Management Team, Isa Premji, Senior Disaster Office of Red Cross, Felidia Kisino of Community Policing, Millicent, the Chief of Langata Area, the Sri Gurudwara Ramgiriya Trustees, Mr. Resham Singh Virdi, Mr. Sudhakar Singh Bachu, our past chairman, Mr. Chetan Singh Devgan, Mr. Jaswinder Singh Beryal, and all the members of the managing committee, the chairperson of Istri Sabha, Mrs. Savindra Kaur Babra, and the members who accompanied her, the Sri Gurudwara Ramgiriya Railway Government School headmistress, Mrs. Mahendra Kosira, and the teachers. And the rest of you present are wholeheartedly extended a likewise warm welcome. Our forefathers who were brought by the British to build the Kenya-Uganda Railway built a Sikh temple which is in Landmark area in Nairobi. They contributed a little there, and in those days to complete the construction in 1903. After 103 years, it was gazetted as a national monument. This temple in South Sea was completed in 1975 to cater for the growing community. And in 2015, a major extension project was taken up to what you see today. Ladies and gentlemen, what started as an informal youth team to a safety and security team, and has now turned into a fully fledged community policing team. The members of the team have gone through professional accredited training and now call themselves the Sgrr Railway Safety and Security Team. Without further ado, I would like to welcome our chairman, Mr. Gandhu Singh Palesa, to say a few words.
वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह. Honorable trustees, distinguished leaders of the Sikh Gurdwaras and leaders of inter-communities, respected members of inter-community security teams, last but not least, respected members of National Police Service, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, a very warm welcome to Sgrr Railway to celebrate the launch of Sgrr Safety and Security, a new community policing team under the umbrella of Sgrr Railway. I believe today is an exciting and important day for us, a day that marks the beginning of a fresh new era. An era where the SGR seeks to work collaboratively, constructively with the broader community, with the National Police Service, and importantly, with other organizations in Kenya, seeking a common working platform. I want to emphasize on one of the core truths about safety. It is a job, not just for the people who have safety in their title. It's a job for everyone, everywhere, every day. It never stops, and it takes all of us to think about safety and to actively discuss these issues in order to reach the common goal. Our vision behind this initiative is to create an outstanding team that will provide volunteer services in respect to safety and security, food donations, and other services to the wider communities. The team has undergone extensive trainings to ensure they are prepared for the task ahead of them. Today, we honor them for the hard work they have put diligently in over the last few months. Our key targets in the near future are as follows. Number 1 is Unified Blood Bank Data System. Number 2 is operational support during national events. Number 3 is workshop trainings. Number 4, youth empowerment. Number 5, disaster and crisis management. Number 6 is strengthen community policing hand in hand with National Police Service. Number 7 is medical camps. Now I would like to appreciate our immediate past chairman, Mr. Gurdeep Singh Palesa, who laid the foundation for this team and has continued to support and guide us as a mentor. Also, my appreciation goes to my second vice chairman, Mr. Sukhvinder Singh Saboo, and Assistant Treasurer Mr. Manjit Singh Bansal, who have been the backbone of operating this team and ensuring the smooth running of the management operations. A special appreciation goes to the managing committee of SGR for their support and efforts towards this initiative. As well as appreciation to the youth chairman and the head of operations, Mr. Tejinder Singh Batara, who has been the key to the formation of not only the idea, but also the formation of the team and their trainings. A special thanks to Mr. Nazir Akada, who took out time to train our teams and bring them where they are today, and in return, he asked us only to be disciplined. I'm very proud of each member of the team, having come forward to serve the community, and I assure them of my full support and also from our managing committee. A very special appreciation to all of our well-wishers and contributors who have played a big part in making this all of a success. I look forward to your continued support. As SGRR, Safety and Security Team, we extend an invitation to work with the inter-communities. As a result, my team is accepting membership applications so that we can continue to evolve as a community. In the end, lastly, I would like to thank you again for joining us and blessing our team as they begin this amazing new journey to serve the community. Vaipuchika Khalsa, Vaipuchika.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I will now request our trustees, Mr. Resham Singh Birdi, Mr. Sudhakar Singh Bachchu, accompanied by our past chairman, Mr. Chetan Singh Devgan, and Mr. Jaswinder Singh Devyal, our chairman, Mr. Guru Singh Panesar, and Mr. Tejinder Singh Batara. Please come forward and unveil the emblem of the safety and security team. Bole Sonihal. Thank you very much. Please take your seats. I will now call the founding member of the team and head of operations for the Civil Railway Safety and Security, Mr. Tejinder Singh Batara. He is a committee member, chairman of the youth, to address you all.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, I am honored this afternoon to address you all as the head of operations to the SGRR Safety and Security team. Today marks a great day for our organization. Having gone through number of challenges in setting up the structure ready to cater for safety and security of not only the Sikh communities, but that of the wider communities. Within the Langata and Embakasi divisions, our chairman, Mr. Gandur Singh's vision, earlier mentioned, is to ensure our service extends to the greater Nairobi County and its districts. Plans to set up for SGRR safety and security team in major counties across the country will be our goal. A possible structure to be facilitated to the same is already underway. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll take you back where I started from and how I connected with Mr. Nazir Akhada. I still recall a month before that last general elections, which is 2017, the idea of setting up a safety and security team which within Nairobi, West, South C and South B was just a dream for many. Having filled several to activate members of the community from this and the neighboring areas, at the time one name, Nazir Akhada. Thank you, sir. Kept coming up as the idea person who had a wide knowledge in the community policing and the experiences needed to set up a system. I was lucky at the time to get his contacts at that time. It is how it began. I am glad that the first call to Nazir was the right step for SGRR made. At the time, Nazir was at the airport flying out of the country to attend a relative's funeral. After having a brief discussion on phone with him, SGRR would not only serve the communities within this division, but would team up with the wider security network for various communities to serve the entire Nairobi County. Mr. Nazir was kind enough to put me in touch with Mr. Minas of Aga Khan community. From this point, the great thanks to Mr. Nazir and Minas. In 2018, the Alliance Member Response Team, known as AMRT, under the leadership of Mr. Shoaib, recognized and honored SGRR for their support and commitment towards community service. SGRR equally teamed up with AMRT to form yet a greater alliance in 2019. Preparations for the census was underway and need to have the inter-community safety and security. The team leads prepared for the safety and various communities brought together and need to create several operation zones. SGRR through new to the same set up the first control room in Nairobi South Sea. A 24/7 operations put in place. Handful of members and assisted by other communities was SGRR first operations Sambal Goan safety and security team under the leadership of Adam and his core team visited SGRR regularly, giving us the guidance and support needed. In 2020, better known as the COVID-19 year, during the COVID period, majority of the business went into the lockdown, forcing the nation to work from home. The inter-community team leads appointed AMRT to take charge of training members from the inter-community safety and security teams. SGRR immediately took the advantage of the same, bringing in Mr. Nazir Akhada and his team, namely Faisal, Simran and Yulam, to facilitate a training program during the period of 5 great months between 25-30 of SGRR members were trained in 6 different modules, namely introductions of basic safety and security, geography and communications, threat assessment, crisis and data management, advanced controller and patroller duties, first aid and fire marshals. Upon completion of the said modules, SGRR members were eager to continue with the further trainings. Mr. Nazir Akhada, who is also a member of the latter, International Law Enforcement Training Agency, introduces us to yet another great individual, Mr. Inayat Qasim, who was awarded by the President last year as a national hero, having served many lives during the Westgate and Dusit 2 attacks. Mr. Inayat Qasim is the National Director, Kenya and Africa Coordinator of International Bodyguard Association and International Law Enforcement Training Agency. Under the Ileta Kenya, SGR members completed the Heat Hostile Environment Awareness Training conducted by Mr. Inayat Qasim and Sana Qasim. Thank you so much. SGR members are fortunate to have been trained by the best of the best. This afternoon, members of the SGR Safety and Security team will be awarded with certificates having completed modules 1 to 5, module 6 and heat courses. In addition, SGR members holding interim call signs are with immediate effect withdrawn. As SGR members assemble under the Brother MC to collect their certificates, each member will be allocated with new call signs. Today is a proud moment for each SGR members and with honor to them. In a special thanks goes to my father. He's not with us, I know that, but I really thank him. He used to be my backbone. He brought me till here. I really need to thank Mr. David Singh Gatore. And I'd like to thank even my family, my brothers, my sister-in-laws, and my wife, and my children. The trustees of for Sri Gurudwara Ramgarhia Railway, the managing committee, and the immediate past chairman, Gurdeep Singh Flora, present chairman, Gamdur Singh Panesar, Hardeep Singh Chana, Manjit Singh Bansal, Sukhwinder Singh Sagu, Gurmukh School, Istri Sabha, the SGR Youth, and SGR Safety and Security. Thank you so much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Thank you very much, Rajendra. Our founder, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, preached Naam Japo, time to be spent in prayer. Kirt karo, earn a honest living, and one shakal, share what you have. He started the community kitchen when he fed hungry sadhus with 20 pesas. And to this day, all over the world, every Sikh temple, the free kitchen langar carries on. During the pandemic, Sri Gurudwara Ramgarhia Railway has been out there with its team looking after the less fortunate members of our community through food donations within the city and remote areas, through dry food and hot meals distribution. Over 35,000 individuals have been fed with hot meals alone. This figure does not include the dry food donations. It is our humble request, if you could kindly donate towards this noble cause. On the back of the program, the details are given for your contributions. A long way in giving back to the community. There's a few presentations to be carried out. I will request Mr. Balwant Singh Matal to come on stage to present a certificate. I'll request Mr. Hardeep Singh Riha to come forward. They are sanitizer station as you enter the stage. Please sanitize before you come. Mr. Deep Sgrr, please come on stage. I would like to invite Mr. Inayat Qasim and Sana Qasim to come on stage, please. I would like to request Sierra Golf 2, Jaskaran Singh, to come up and receive his certificate. Thank you very much, Mr. Deep Sgrr. I would like to request Mr. Rajdeep Singh Virdi to come on stage. Sierra Golf 1, Gurpreet Singh Sabu. Thank you, Rajdeep. Mr. Jagdeep Singh Lote. Puma 10, Wasim Hussain. Puma 9, Gurneet Singh Bansal. Mr. Baldev Singh Lote, please come on stage. Puma 8, Zain Azhar Abdul Hamid. Puma 7, Shyam Rajan Lam. Puma 6, Bavraj Singh Panesa. I would like to request Mr. Bhavinder Singh Bansal to come on stage, please. Puma 5, Manraj Singh. Followed by Puma 4, Vishal Hamid Yusuf. I would like to request Mr. Chetan Singh Devdip to come on stage, please. Puma 3, Amrit Singh. Puma 2, Amit Pidocha. Puma 1, Kulveer Singh Panesa. I'd like to request Mrs. Savinda Kaur Barbara to come on stage, please. Box 5, Neelam Bank. Thank you very much, Mrs. Barbara. Mr. Satwinder Singh Giri, please come on stage. Falcon 4, Paramjit Singh Benawar. Falcon 3, Pardeep Singh Marvi. I'd like to request Mr. Satnam Singh Sira to come on stage. Falcon 2, Varinder Singh Gatore. Falcon 1, Manvinder Singh. Thank you, Mr. Satnam. Those were the certificates awarded to the SGR Safety and Security team. Please give them a big round of applause. The Ops Committee certificates, I'd like to request Mr. Jaswinder Singh Karyal to come forward. Cobra 4, Nazir Hakada. Cobra 3, Pradeep Singh Panesa. Thank you, Mr. Bhagwan Singh Gatore, please come on stage. Cobra 2, Faisal Hussain. Thank you, Pramod. Nirmal Singh Kupal, please come on stage, sir. Cobra 1, Gurpreet Singh Ruby. Scorpion 1, Tejinder Singh Gatore. Thank Thank you, Mr. Devansi. I'd like to request Mrs. Mohinder Kosira come on stage. Eagle 1, Simran Kaur Hinduja. Thank you, Mrs. Sira. Mr. Devendra Singh Kalsi. Alpha 2, Manjit Singh Bansal. Alpha 1, Supinder Singh Sabu. I would like to request Mr. Sudhakar Singh Bachu to come on stage. Thank you, lady. Charlie Mike Gandor Singh Panesa. Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the Ops Committee certificates presentations. Please give them all a big round of applause. I would like to recognize the presence of Mr. Nyale Munga, the Assistant Inspector General. We welcome you to this afternoon's program. Thank you for being here. I will now invite a man with many hidden talents, Mr. Nazir Dakada, the facilitator of the Siri Gudarangbari Railway Security Team, who is also a member of the Aga Khan Safety and Security Team, member of the Sambhao Goan Safety and Security Team, member of the ORC, member of the Alliance Members Response Team, core member of the Inter-Community Team Leads, member of the Disaster Team of Kenya Red Cross, member of the National Disaster Management Unit, member of the International Bodyguards Association, member of the International Law Enforcement Training Agency, and also known by the community members as the Octopus. Brother Nazir, please come.
Distinguished members, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I'm honored this afternoon to address you all as the facilitator to SGR Safety and Security Team. Having completed 3 decades of service With a number of communities and various capacities, experience gained has enabled me to facilitate trainings suited to the needs of each organization. Hierarchy change allows the young to take over and continue a legacy left behind by elders after having set a benchmark. In a few cases, such changes, when left unsupervised, remain unguided and eventually break down. It has become necessary in such cases to activate individuals with vast knowledge and experience to guide the inexperienced so as to bring them back to track. This is the very fear the SGRR Head of Operations, Mr. Tejinder Gatawra, had from the very beginning. The need to start in the right direction was key, so as to ensure all joining SGRR members undergo a set structure before being considered as a full member. The same entailed strict vetting and recommendations from community heads in the cases of members joining from various communities. And SGRR training currently covers 6 different modules and further training in heat, hostile environment awareness training catered for all its members. Security experts from international training organizations based locally have been engaged. The above structure in place ensures all SGRR members are on the same page and qualified to serve the wider communities under SGRR safety and security teams. SGRR believes that we can only help our community if we can first help ourselves in any crisis. With this in mind, SGRR members strive to train themselves and continue to daily advance. Respect towards hierarchy and maintaining the SGRR protocol is paramount. The Ops Committee continue to empower its youth and younger members by allocating daily operations responsibilities to them. During trainings, SGRR continue to witness a full house, which has brought about the speed in which SGRR members have progressed within a short period of time. The SGRR Head of Operations, Mr. Tejinder Gatawra, lays strict emphasis on the standing instructions related to every aspect of SGRR operations. The SGRR Ops Committee engaged expert opinions from qualified personnel before proceeding with any operational issues. SGRR Safety and Security Team are proud to have its first 30 members complete 6 in-house essential safety and security modules, including HEAT, which is the Hostile Environment Awareness Training, with a letter. This is the International Law Enforcement Training Agency under the care of Mr. Inayat Qasim and Madam Sana Qasim. She is one of the youngest training ladies that we have worldwide, the youngest ever recorded, and in Africa, the youngest NLP. SGRR will continue to maintain the highest standards required, allowing members from all communities and respective leaders to work together so as to ensure Nairobi County is safe. Eventually, similar services will be rolled out for every county. Nairobi County will remain its headquarters. For me, it's a special day. I have been involved in several trainings with the SGRR. Today, I would like to recognize a special team, and therefore members, as your name is called out, please assemble on stage under my directives. Puma 4, Richard Jusab. Falcon 4, Paramjit Benaura. Falcon 1, Pardeep Marwin. To someone I consider as my sister, I value a lot, I respect her a lot, let us invite Eagle One Madam Simran Hindocha. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the newly appointed SGR training team who will be led by Eagle One Madam Simran Hindocha. I congratulate you on behalf of the Ops Committee and every member of the SGRR Committee. We are looking forward to working with you. You will try to live up to the expectations of what your leaders have already shown. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. You may now resume. Distinguished members, ladies and gentlemen, I do not intend to re-thank members who have already been thanked by my senior colleagues. All I wish to say is, I wish you well, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Nazir. As the Sri Guru LAUNCH28FEB Railway Safety and Security Team, we owe our members the duty of care to obtain operational and preservational skills to mitigate hostile environments. To provide the said care of duty, we partnered with the best, ILETA Kenya. I am proud to announce that all members, inclusive of the chairman and his committee, have successfully completed the hostile environment awareness training with ILETA Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the founder and franchise holder of the International Law Enforcement Training Agency, Mr. Inayat Qasim. He is a training counselor with the International Firearms Training Academy, making him a trainer of trainers. He is also the regional head of Elite Defense Academy International and the National Director and Special Advisor to Africa of the world's largest bodyguard fraternity, the International Bodyguards Association. As we all know, Mr. Qasim was a first responder in the Westgate and Dusit terror attacks, saving the lives of many. Please give him a big round of applause. The fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. His daughter, Miss Sana Inayat Qasim, is a professional advanced firearms instructor, brown belt Krav Maga instructor, bodyguard instructor, and a hostile environment awareness training instructor. Sana is also a registered life coach and NLP practitioner with the International Association of Neuro-Linguistic Practitioners. Sana holds all the above as the youngest in the world. She also holds a bachelor's degree in banking and finance. As Kenyans, this father
and daughter rule has put our country on the global map. They have made Siliguri-Ramgarh Railway and the country at large very proud. Please give them a big round of applause. Without further ado, we take great pride in inviting Sana Inayat Qasim to say a few words.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. The Aleta team, Mr. Inayat and I, are humbled by the initiatives taken by SGRR Safety and Security. We are very excited to see this entity grow and create a safer community for all. The International Law Enforcement Training Agency, United Kingdom, provides high-quality safety and security training and services to civilians, law enforcement, private security, military, and of course, the community. Aleta Kenya was born out of a vision to inspire self-preservation and provide critical life skills locally and internationally. All of our training programs are tailor-made to mitigate risks and fit the client's specific needs. We present an array of courses including Krav Maga, hostile environment awareness training, close protection officer training, and several empowerment programs. We also present armed and unarmed courses under our international banners. Aleta was privileged to facilitate our hostile environment awareness training to the SGRR Safety and Security. Each learner came in enthusiastic and eager to learn. Needless to say, they each walked away with the life skills and a set of tools that will aid SGRR Safety and Security community policing operations. In order to keep our community and our country safe, we all must be situationally aware. The team at SGRR has developed what we like to call the warrior mindset. Being aware and alert of our surroundings, having security layers in place, and equipped with the skills and knowledge of how to better protect the citizenry. The SGRR Safety and Security team demonstrated discipline, determination, and resilience throughout the training, despite having to digest chunks of information and undergo several practical exercises under controlled pressure. They obtained essential life skills. As a woman in a male-dominated industry, it was very gratifying to interact with other women during this training. In this generation of soft power and collective consciousness, we are all equal. I am constantly inspired by women promoting gender balance in all fields, and I hope to inspire others. Push those boundaries and break those stereotypes. If you are doing what you love, you will never work a day in your life. Aleta is extremely proud to be associated with SGRR Safety and Security, and we look forward to partnering with more authentic and professional bodies in the near future. Thank you for this opportunity and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Thank you very much, Sana, for these words. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank Mr. Satnam Singh Sgrr for a generous donation of 25,000 shillings towards the SGRR food drive. Thank you very much. We have presentations for the recognition and appreciation certificates. I will call upon Mr. Resham Singh Bildi and Mr. Gabdur Singh Panesa The certificate is presented to Mr. Balkeet Singh Main, who's come forward. In recognition of his dedication and as a member of the International Police Association of Kenya, he's carried out activities in food donations with East African Ramgurya Board and Siriguda Ramgurya Railway. Also with the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga for the Nyandu funds, carried out philanthropic activities with Madam Christina Pratt Kenyatta, who was also appointed as the chairperson of the National Fund for the Disabled of Kenya, appointed National Coordinator for the National Disaster Management Unit, and was bestowed with the prestigious honor of the Elder of the Burning Spear by the President of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and is also a member of the Siriguda Ramgurya Socialist Vote Committee. Please give him a big round of applause. I request Mr. Gurmukh Singh Panese to come forward and present the next certificate. The next certificate is presented to Mr. Zain Azhar Abdul Hamid. In recognition of assisting with printing of the award certificates, members' ID cards, and procuring the certificate wallets, SGRR security team wishes to recognize him. I will now request Mr. Gurpreet Singh Kalsi to come forward to present the next certificate. Presented to Mr. Amrit Singh in recognition of setting up the artwork and design of the certificates and members' IDs, including today's slideshow and photography. Amrit has also been dedicating his services to all our programs for the temple. So we can, please give him a big round of applause. I request Mrs. Satwant Panese to come forward. Certificate presented to Rimple Bilby in recognition of dedicated time. In recognition of dedicated time towards feeding of the street children and distribution of food and other essentials to various slums and villages. This is indeed a very noble dedication. Please give her a big round of applause. Thank you very much. We will proceed to the presentation of the appreciation certificates. I request the Chairman, Mr. Gurmukh Singh Panese, to come forward to present a certificate to the past Chairman, Mr. Gurdeep Singh Flora. In his absence, the award will be received by his son, Mr. Tarandeep Singh Flora. Gurdeep was the founder member of the SGRR Safety and Security Team, having supported the head of operations in establishing the foundation of the Siriguda Ramgurya Safety and Security Team. I would like to request Mr. Vishwanath Singh to come on stage as well. I request both Mr. Jaswinder Singh and Guru Singh to remain on stage. I request Mr. Jaswinder Singh Karyal to present a certificate to the chairman, Mr. Guru Singh Panese, for having assisted and supported the head of operations in building the foundation of the team. Jaswinder is a past chairman and the current chairman of Sgrr Railway School. It was during his tenure that this wonderful extension of the temple was completed, and the vision of our trustee and past chairman, Mr. Swaraj Singh Karyal. I will call upon Mr. Tejinder Singh Gatore, the head of operations, Sgrr Railway Safety and Security Team, to come and receive his award for having set up a structure and headed the functions of the team along with the Ops Committee. I'd like to request Mr. Pavan Singh Gatore to come on stage. Please give them a big round of applause. There's a special memento presented to Mr. Tejinder Singh. This is from the whole team of SGRR Safety and Security Team, presented to Mr. Tejinder. Congratulations. I will now request Mr. Manjit Singh Bansal, our Assistant Treasurer, to present the certificate to Mr. Nazir Savio Akado, the SGRR Safety and Security Team Facilitator, having served in various communities and charitable organizations for the past 3 decades in various capacities, and most importantly, facilitation of the necessary trainings, empowering SGRR safety and security team members, and providing the necessary guidance and support. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you very much, Nazir. We have received a donation of 51,000 shillings from our chairman, Guru Singh Panese, towards the food drive. Please give him a big round of applause. We have with us Dr. Vincent Kinas Makoha, who is the Director of Chaplaincy, Counseling and Psycho-Social Support, Kenya Police. I will now invite him to say a few words. Please give him a big round of applause.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all. It is my great pleasure to be here today on behalf of the Inspector General and on behalf of the Deputy Inspector General of Kenya Police Service, basically to join you in this very auspicious occasion. First and foremost, I want to say that it is a great deal for this kind of organization, and as we all know around us, once there was a president in the US, J.F. Kennedy, who said, do not ask your country what they can do for you, but ask yourself what you can do for your country. And it's a great pleasure today to note that what you are doing is actually a motivation to the communities around us that we can emulate the same thing. So let me very quickly read the speech on behalf of the IG and the DIG before I welcome my other colleagues to say something. As the security institution, we appreciate your good gesture in inviting us for this launch. We are happy to partner with you in safety and security matters. We understand that you have a team which has undergone the intensive training in community policing and is able to work under pressure. From your organization, we note that you have been involved in the following: community policing, where you donate food to communities in slum areas, especially the Mukuru slums. You have been involved in training of partnerships in the security sector. Then you have been volunteering to work, which is very important in an organization, for the community within and from without. You have also been involved in the communication of community, even in the churches. This is a social corporate responsibility work, which is quite encouraging to the concerned groups. This also helps to reduce crime in the areas, since you have built a good relationship. For the truth is, where you have not built a good relationship, you cannot be able to work with the team, because you will need their cooperation. And for you, we really appreciate the fact that you have built a good relationship, you have made a good name. And that alone brings acceptability in the communities around us. It is quite encouraging to note the good work you give to the community around us. It is also our hope that we will continue to partner so that we maintain the law and order and make our country a better place to stay. In conclusion, I want to say that on behalf of the National Police Service, we are happy for the invite and look forward for a better working environment and cordial relationship with you. One word which I want to leave with you is this. I visited a community in Western region. That's where I originally come from. Those days I was a very junior officer, and they asked me something when we were discussing issues of community policing. And you know, elders and some young men in the village, they wanted to be paid for them to take care of the security of their community. Then I posed this question. Suppose you are walking on the road. Somebody emerges from a bush, he comes with a machete or a very dangerous weapon and starts chasing you. Will you look for somebody to pay you for you to run away, or you will run away on your own voluntarily? The answer is obvious. Of course, you will have to run away voluntarily, isn't it? So as we keep our communities, we don't expect a payback. What we need to do is to do it voluntarily, so that it doesn't have to be every time we take care of our community, we look forward for some payment kind of. But this kind of appreciation that we have seen here today is an appreciation that we expect to be seen, and that is basically what we do in the National Police Service, and is taking now toll in other areas, and that is basically that we need, which we need. Having said all that, I want to welcome Mr. Nyale Munga, who is one of us and is a colleague of mine. He works at the Inspector General's office, just to say hi to us. And as I do that, please, sir, you are welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Makoha. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Or is it evening? I'm happy to identify myself with the Sgrr Safety and Security Lounge today. One of my best friends, Agiriama from the coast, Malkat Singh. I'm unusual. That's a sound. Yeah, he comes from my home area, and we really communicate with in my mother tongue. So I feel good when he comes visiting in the IG's office. So he came last week and indicated to me that you were gathering here for a community policing lounge. And I decided that I would avail myself just to see how you're doing it, and I'm excited and happy. For sure, I will make sure that the IG gets it right, that you are dedicated into making sure that the society is safe. Just know that the police are paid to give you safety, but police will police a community which is ready to be policed. If you're not ready to be policed, then I'm sure the police can do nothing. This strategy which you've come up with is worth emulation, because it is something which, when extended to other communities, then Kenya can be a very good place to live. We will have to extend this so that everybody can embrace this, so that in this country can be safer than how it is now. I want to thank you all for this dedication and count the support of the Inspector General in this, and I want to believe in such initiatives, then sky is the limit. God bless you so much.
I'd like to thank both the speakers for their kind words. I will now invite Alpha 1, Sukhwinder Singh Sargu, and Alpha 2, Manjit Singh Bansal, to present a donation for the Widows Fund. And this will be received I would like to request Mr. Nyali Munga and Dr. Vincent, I believe is left. I'd like to request Mr. Nyali Munga to kindly receive a donation to the Widows Fund. Please come on stage. Please give a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very proud moment. We have just received a pledge of 100,000 shillings from the chairman of the Jeffries community, from the community to celebrate around the world. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Zaid. I will now request all the members of the Sgrr Railway Safety and Security team to assemble on stage. Please, members. We received a donation of 10,000 shillings from Shoaib Bayani. Please give him a big round of applause. He's the chairman of the Alliance Members Response Team.
जिस करने पे जाना रिकॉर्ड कर लें ठीक है ठीक है थोड़ा पीछे चले जाओ
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ceremonial around the safety and security team. I believe congratulations are important. Please give them a big round of applause. I'd like to request Mr. Join us please on stage for a photograph. Mr. Balkit Singh, please join them on stage, please. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please take your seats. We are very proud to announce that the Sgrr Medical Center will start operations under the able leadership of Dr. Ashok Singh Matharu. Dr. Matharu is a well-known physician and cardiologist, and this will soon be a fully fledged mini hospital. They will electrical unit starting off immediately, and soon we will have a full dialysis center established within. So that's for your information, and we give a big round of applause to the committee. We have received a donation from our trustee, past chairman, Mr. Sgrr, of 51,000 shillings towards the food drive. Please give them a big round of applause. Mr. Nyale just been told has been appointed the chairman of the police football team, and so I'm sure we will partner with you and for further activities. So I'm sure our team will get in touch with Mr. Balkit Singh, and we can do some activities together. Thank you very much. We received a donation of 5,000 shillings from Mr. Sujit Singh Chase. Please give him a big round of applause. I will now call upon Mr. Resham Singh Dilli and to give an appreciation award to Mr. Randeep Singh Chana, who is not there. So I request Mr. Kuldeep Singh Yogan, Mr. Kuldeep Singh Yogan will present the certificate to Mr. Resham Singh Devi on behalf of Mr. Randeep Singh Chana.
वीडियो बड़ी हो गई मैंने पता ही नहीं था कोई
Please give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a team who is stationed at the welcome foyer for any further donations which you will be willing to give. There's a tea and refreshments laid out for you, and we request all the numbers out so that we can prevent the crowding. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank the Sri Gudaramgiri Railway Safety and Security team for organizing this function this afternoon, and I'm sure you all have enjoyed it. Please give them a big round of applause. We received a donation from Sana Kasam and Inayat Kasam of 21,000 shillings. Please give them a big round of applause, and we appreciate the donors. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's program. And go well, and God bless you all. Thank you very much for attending and being part of the celebrations. Thank you very much. I now request our tables 1 to 10 to proceed for refreshments.